Hey guys, my name is Kimo Billy, and I'll be giving you a brief insight into the impact Dynamic International Airways has had on my life, and more so how the journey has been for me.
Dynamic International Airways arrived to the Guyanese market on November 22, 2014, bringing affordable prices to the Guyanese travel market. However, not only did they bring affordable travel, but also career opportunities to many young Guyanese youth. Young men and women who desired to become flight attendants' dreams were made true. In August of 2015, over 400 applicants applied for only 6 positions. These lucky individuals were successful. Now, 1 year has already passed, and they're all having the time of their lives. We sat down with Kimo Bailey, one of the flight attendants hired by Dynamic International Airways, and here is what he had to say.
Considering all the countries I've visited, surprisingly it's only been a year working at Dynamic International. One of the best years, I'd say.
Kimo was fortunate since his examination scores allowed him to raise to Tier 1 at the fraction of time. How it all started.
It all started with me seeing a friend and admiring her photos in India, China, New York, just to name a few places. So, being intrigued, I immediately found out about the job, and I awaited the next hiring season, which was in the latter half of 2015. I sent out my application and I awaited to be called in. Like, part of me kind of knew that I would be called in. I felt as though the job was for me. On the day of the interview, I showed up, and to my surprise, there were about 400 interviewees, but they only needed a crew of 6. I must admit, I felt a bit discouraged, but yet I remained confident and positive. After several intense, crucial interviews, I was finally chosen among the 6 to be trained for the job.
What was the training like?
About a month after we were hired, we had to fly over to Miami at Pan Am Training Academy for training, which lasted about 6 weeks. Those 6 weeks were the best and yet the roughest 6 weeks of my life. Reason being, it was the first time being away from my family for that long, and training was indeed intense. Most persons think that being a flight attendant is just about serving tea or coffee in the aircraft, but it goes more in depth. It leans more to safety and security. The passenger's life and their well-being is our responsibility for those 5 or 3 or 2 hours that while they're in the aircraft. So we had a bunch of safety and security programs to go through, and so I studied hard and I eventually topped the class. Part of the training was being in a classroom with persons from all around the world. We had persons from Saipan, from Guam, from New York, from Venezuela. And we studied together, we went out together, we partied together. It was really nice. Meeting persons from different cultural backgrounds, different language. We basically became like family within that 6 weeks, and that was really awesome. And we're currently studying to go back to Miami in a few days to do our recurrent training. Every year we have to do a training to ensure that we're on point with the things that we need to know when it comes to safety and security.
How has the experience impacted you?
Being a flight attendant has impacted my life tremendously. And to name a few ways, I visited several countries and states such as New York, New Jersey, Miami, as I mentioned earlier, Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Mexico, Trinidad, Jamaica, California, just to name a few places. And seeing these countries, states, the people, their cultural background has helped me to open my mind to think to higher perspectives. At first, it was like I focused on Guyana. I limit myself to Guyana, but now I kind of like see the world from the bigger picture it actually is. And it has also impacted me in terms of personality and character building. I had to develop a strong personality that could assess situation and handle them accordingly. Dealing with 200 plus passengers every other day was really challenging. So I was forced to develop a mechanism to handle this, and also the various situations that may present themselves on different flights. Also, I have been able to help different family members and friends since working at Dynamic International Airways. I've been able to do things that I was not able to do before. So in closure, I'll say that being a flight attendant is a really awesome job. Working at Dynamic International Airways has been really awesome, and I look forward to better years to come in. I'd say that being a flight attendant is a paid vacation, and there's nothing better than a paid vacation. Actually, there is. Just eventually I plan on returning to law school to continue my studies in law, because my long-term goal is to open a law firm, my family law firm, with me and my sister. So that's my bigger picture. But as for now and the next coming years, I'll be focusing on elevating within the aviation sector, the higher positions, as opposed to just being a flight attendant. So that's it for me. And what I must say, it's a really awesome job, and I think that anyone would love it. It's a well-paid vacation, and you'd really love it. So working at Dynamic International Airways has been really awesome for me, and I encourage people to follow their dreams.